The tobacco industry has a long history of opposing tobacco control policy, and over the last 2 decades, they have relentlessly pursued strategies to improve their image by promoting corporate social responsibility initiatives. Now, with the recent and rapid rise of social media, the tobacco industry now has a platform where they can readily and easily communicate these messages. British American Tobacco, Imperial Brands, Philip Morris International and Japan Tobacco International each have active accounts on the social media platform Twitter and on average post around 3 tweets per week. How transnational tobacco companies are using Twitter and the content of their posts need to be monitored to keep on top of the industry's evolving strategies to undermine tobacco control policy and to ensure that tobacco regulation is current, relevant and effective. So this study analyses and describes the content published by the primary corporate accounts of British American Tobacco, Imperial Brands, Philip Morris International and Japan Tobacco International on Twitter to uncover common themes. All tweets published by these accounts were downloaded in May 2017 and were manually coded into 30 mutually exclusive categories. Overall, the most prominent category of tweets were topics that opposed or critiqued tobacco control policies. Across all accounts, tweets of this nature made up just over 30% of the total number of tweets. These tweets were really prominent for British American Tobacco, Japan Tobacco International and Imperial Brands in particular. So this tweet from British American Tobacco just illustrates the kind of tweets that were coded in this category. Given evidence from Australia, the conclusion that plain packs is an effective measure defies logic. All companies also consistently tweeted to promote an image of being socially and environmentally responsible. This made up almost 30% of Philip Morris International's tweets, just over 20% of Japan Tobacco International's tweets, 18% of Imperial's tweets, and 18% of British American Tobacco's tweets. So tweets such as "Giving back to the community matters to PMI. In Mexico, our team donated gifts to local organisations that help vulnerable youth inside PMI" were not uncommon. Each of the accounts also frequently used Twitter to advertise career opportunities, highlight employee benefits, promote positive working environments, and bring attention to awards and certifications that the company may have received. So here's an example of a tweet under this category. "We empower our 80,000 people to achieve their career goals. Proud to be named a global top employer." So what our research found was that British American Tobacco, Imperial Brands, Philip Morris International and Japan Tobacco International are actively using Twitter as a new communication platform to oppose tobacco control policy and shape their public identity. At present, online communications, particularly through social media, are poorly regulated, and the tobacco industry is evidently exploiting these avenues for their own corporate gain. So for the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control to be effective in curbing the influence of the tobacco industry, cross-border advertising guidelines need to be detailed, and corporate social responsibility activities should be more widely legislated against by parties to the convention. This is really critical to ensure that the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control's application and enforcement is relevant, comprehensive, and free of loopholes that the tobacco industry can exploit.